I love to read a book and be absorbed in words to escape.
Hello everybody, happy Christmas to everybody if you celebrate, just happy festive season for all, and a very happy new year to everyone as well. I'm sorry that I'm a little late in doing this video, but I'm lazy. This is my not too substantial Christmas book haul for you. My sister, I requested just 3 books from the book depository, and I told her she could just pick 2 of them, but bless her cotton socks, she got me all 3. So I got Mad Apple by Christina Meldrum, which is a direct recommendation of Misty at the Book Rat, and I'll link her talking about it in the doobly-doo in my pants, but she's convinced me on Twitter that I should find it very interesting. It's also prompted a discussion between myself and Misty about other books that might be worthwhile reading if I enjoy this one, and I've highly recommended to her that she pick up The Little Girl Who Was Too Fond of Matches, so I do hope she does that, and I will certainly have a look-see at this. I have a feeling it's probably going to get me angry, but I would say in a good way, so we'll see. This was a recommendation from a lot of viewers when I was talking about fairy tale retellings, and the fact that for my birthday back in May I got lots of fairy tale retellings because I love them, and a lot of people said to me, you should read Kill Me Softly by Sarah Cross, so I got Kill Me Softly by Sarah Cross. And this is sort of an amalgamation of lots of different fairy tales all in one, I believe. Yeah. And people say they enjoyed it, so we'll see. I'm excited about this one. If you've seen my review of the 2003 Peter Pan film, you know I'm a big Peter Pan fan, just in general, and so I was very excited that Tiger Lily by Jodie Lynn Anderson is out and about. Even if Tiger Lily's not someone I've always been that interested in, I'm very much a Peter and Wendy shipper, and occasionally Wendy and Hook. But it's still interesting, and I've heard some good stuff, and I know there's a lot of excitement and hype about it within the YA community in particular, but just, yeah, it's kind of feeding my fangirl a little bit, so I'm certainly keen to see what kind of take on that tale this is. And I understand it's told from the perspective of Tinkerbell, which should be interesting too. So, yeah, Tiger Lily. Then some books I got off friends, off my dear friend Fran. She sent me the Broadway musical quiz book, and it looks like it'll be a lot of fun. Apparently I have to find some incorrect information that is in here somewhere about The Light in the Piazza, which is a musical Fran and I both adore. Apparently somewhere in here there is incorrect info. But I would very much like to go through it and see if I know anything, because I like to think that I'm a musical buff, but I'm sure, according to this book, I know very little at all. But yeah, it should be fun. Leanne and Jess, in particular, do you guys have this? Because I think you'd enjoy it too, probably. Yeah. My friends, Anna and Hannah, gave me a little romance book, just because it's called When Chocolate Is Not Enough, and it's about this lady who makes chocolates and falls in love with this dude. And it's tiny, 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 and really short. And it looks like it's going to be hilarious, because it's a Mills and Boon chocolate romance. So, it was just a funny gift, but... And then I went into my favourite displays, Cooks Hill Books, in Newcastle, and found 2 bargains. This is the Dickinson Papers, a funny and tender love story by Mark Ragg. I believe it's about a guy who is drawn to a curator of an exhibition of Emily Dickinson poetry, and yeah, something about going around Sydney and finding clues and stuff, so it's sort of Da Vinci Code-ish a little bit, but I love Emily Dickinson's poetry, so it just sounded kind of appealing, and it's, you know, nice to find books set in Australia as well, so that's good. I got The Casual Vacancy, because I'm really late on this bandwagon, and I should feel ashamed of myself because I'm a huge Potter fan, but I just didn't want to pay as much money as you had to pay for it, and this was only $10. And so I was like, hells yes, I will take that, and the sticker is not coming off easily. But yes, $10, so I'm very happy, and I look forward to seeing what I make of this, because I've heard a lot of mixed things. But, yeah, we'll see. I'm still keen to give it a whirl. There are a few books that were sent to me for review around about late November, early December, I think. And I'm not sure if I mentioned them in previous videos, so just in case, I'm going to hold them up really quickly in case I have not mentioned them. The Salem Witch Society by K.N. Shields. It's a witch book adding to my collection of witch books, of which there are many, and I have to try and do a witch reading month to try and get through them, I think, because there really are just so many sitting up on that top bit. But yes, there's that one. And Dance of Shadows by Yelena Black. And I did request this one actually, and it was mainly because I wanted to see, whoa, how dance could be woven into what seems like it might be a bit of a paranormal romance cliche type of thing. But I like dance, I studied dance for years, so just thought, yeah, be cool. I was not drawn in by the cover, which admittedly is really cool. And then finally, what was probably my main Christmas present this year was, in fact, I crossed over to the dark side and did what I never thought I would do and got a Kindle. At the end of the day, I had no real desire for it, and I still have no real desire for it, but I was trying to be practical and, I don't know, save some space in theory, and thought that this could just be a good option for when I'm travelling, especially if I'm going somewhere just for a few days or if I'm on the train and things, because I do, as it is, I pack so much stuff into my bag anyway, and then I'll always weigh it down extra with a book or two, and I thought this might be a bit more lightweight and easier. So yeah, I kind of bit the bullet and asked my dad for a Kindle. So I still am sort of mad at myself, but yeah, I've been like umming and ahhing about it for quite some time now, and I was someone who was initially not critical, just really wary of like electronic reading, because I am a bit of a technophobe. I don't do well with technology, and I'm not good with change, so I'm a bit of a traditionalist, and I like to stand in the corner and moan about things and talk about the old days and how things were when I was young. Plenty of very trusted booktubers and reviewers and bloggers and whatnot had assured me that they still purchase and read plenty of physical books in addition to having an e-reading device, so I thought, what the hell, just give it a whirl. And it's good to get, you know, certain texts if maybe they are only available in ebook format, or they're much cheaper in ebook format or something, so, or just those things that you're kind of interested in getting but not enough that you would hunt down a physical copy of the book. I don't know. So far it's going okay. I've only got a few things on here so far because I've got 50 gazillion to be read physical books as it is. Some that I've downloaded thus far include Oh My, There Goes the Internet by George Takei, which is hilarious. At the Bookstore by Jamie Johnson, which was only like a $2, $3 purchase, I think, and it's kind of reading like it's a $2, $3 purchase. More on that later. Titan Magic by Jodie Lamb, because that is a direct recommendation of Misty at the Book Rat. She said she really enjoyed that, so I'm like, I will get that, and it was only $3, I think. I got The Bookstore by John Watts, which ended up being a play, but hey, I like plays, so yeah. You can probably see there's a bit of a theme going on here. I wanted to purposely get books about books, or books about digital reading versus traditional reading, to kind of be a bit, I don't know, be a bit clever and defiant. And then finally I got Book Was There, Reading in Electronic Times by Andrew Piper. So, just trying to be a bit clever, I suppose. I've like made a list of lots of Kindle purchases I'd like to get at some point, but I'm not in a rush to fill it up with things because there's no need while I'm just at home, because there's so many books I could be reading. So, and I'm kind of getting the hang of using it and stuff, but at the end of the day I still prefer having a book to hold and flip through and whatnot, as opposed to having buttons and stuff. And I made sure I wanted buttons because I hate touchscreen shit. I hate it. Those were my few Christmas book gifts and my Kindle. You let me know what you received off Santa, and also let me know if you have a Kindle or any e-reading device, what your experiences are, what your thoughts are on it, where you stand on the whole digital versus physical book thing. That was all for now. I might try and film my literary festive tag, even though it's quite after the fact now, because our Christmas tree is still up, so it totally counts. I was very happy to see some people doing it, so thanks for that, those who participated, and yes, that's all. Goodbye. I'm talking rubbish. Rubbish!